This is a place I've wanted to come to for many years. It's called Old Friends Farm and it's just on the outskirts of Lexington. What they do here is absolutely remarkable. Down the years since they opened in 2003, they've rehomed hundreds of horses. Some of them just need a home because their racing days are done, and some of them are real stars. They've got, among others, Game On Dude and Silver Charm here. We're going to meet the founder and find out a little bit more about this wonderful place that he's created. Old Friends is a haven for retired racehorses, and it's all the creation of one man. Former film critic Michael Blowin is about as enthusiastic about horses as it's possible to be. He's built the farm up from just a rented paddock and one horse in 2003 to 136 acres and more than 175 horses 15 years later.
I always loved horse racing, and I always thought at the end of the day these horses need to have a place to go where people would take care of them, and then it would be open to fans so their fans could come visit them. I used to cover the movie business for the Boston Globe, and so I knew a lot of movie stars, and I knew how people were around movie stars. And I wasn't that way around movie stars, but I was really that way around these fabulous horses. So I thought I couldn't be the only crazy person who thought this was a good idea.
And that was back in 2003 you started out?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, 15 years ago. We started with one horse. Now we have 126 here at Georgetown on 300 acres, and I just bought another 90 acres up the street. We have another farm up at Saratoga Springs near the racetrack, and another one down at Western Kentucky at Kentucky Downs, where they're at the racetrack. So
Silver Charm comes again. This is incredible.
1998 Dubai World Cup winner Silver Charm is quite clearly Michael's favourite. So much so that he bought a smaller replica, Little Silver Charm, to live at the farm before the stallion himself arrived from Japan.
He's like having Elvis here. It's like Elvis came back from the dead and decided to come here, and everybody comes to visit because he's the star. Yeah, and all of a sudden, we're open for visitors every day. But as soon as we got him, the number of visitors that came to the farm doubled. Wow. So he's still a money machine. He retired as the wealthiest American thoroughbred of all time when he retired many moons ago, and he's in the Hall of Fame, and he was named one of the 100 greatest thoroughbreds of the 20th century. Wow. And he's the only one in that group that's still alive. He's 24 years old. And
he looks brilliant. What's the sort of secret to keeping these old horses happy?
Make sure that you feed them on time. Make sure that you look at their feet, make sure they're okay, but they basically take care of themselves. And we're very, very fortunate here because our veterinarian, Dr. Brian Waldridge, does all our vet work for free. Park Equine Clinic has done several operations for us for free that help save these horses' lives. I mean, we're a magnet for really nice, generous people and generous institutions. So they're still providing a great service to racing because people can come here and they can see that at the end of the day, these horses are really, really well taken care of. And it gets rid of a lot of the myths about what happens to horses once their racing careers are over.
Michael being somewhat in demand during a busy week of racing in nearby Louisville, we were given the guided tour by Joe Steiner, retired jockey and a man who once rode Silver Charm in the mornings.
It's really nice being part of all these horses and just seeing the daily life and people coming out here to give their respects and see these horses that they've only read about or seen on TV, so that's exciting.
First, we went to see multiple Grade 1 winner Game On Dude, who once ran in a Dubai World Cup. More significantly though, the now 12-year-old won 8 Grade 1s during a stellar career for Bob Baffert, and he's one of the main attractions at Old Friends. Game On Dude shares a paddock with 2012 Breeders' Cup Turf winner Little Mike, another who travelled to Meydan during his racing days. We moved on to next door, where 2011 Breeders' Cup Sprint winner Amazombi came over to say hello, along with Chestnut Rapid Redux, who holds the North American record winning streak of 22 victories in a row. These two were quite friendly, which is not the case with War Emblem. The 2002 Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner didn't fare too well at stud in Japan, so was retired by the Yoshida family to Old Friends in 2015. More old stars awaited us in the barn, including Alphabet Soup, who had the audacity to beat the Great Cigar in the 1996 Breeders' Cup Classic. In case he's forgotten, Alphabet Soup and his pals can watch their greatest hits on TV whenever they like. With reluctance, we departed Old Friends. If there's a greater home for retired horses, we're yet to find it.